neza turabahaye ikaze turabaramukije kuri Christian Family Life. Turizera ko muri amahoro mumeze neza, Imana ibarinze aho muherereye hose, mukomeze mugubwe neza. To all our viewers, we welcome you. Christian Family Life here. Emete Kaminka, your host, and tonight we have a wonderful guest, and I believe we're going to have a great time. So allow me to welcome him. He's going to introduce himself to us so that we get to know him better as we go through the topic that we have prepared for you today.
Oh, thank
You're
you.
most welcome. Yes.
My name is Godfrey. I'm a father.
Yes.
I'm a husband, and have 3 kids. My firstborn is 9 years, then 6, and then 3.
Okay.
Professionally, I'm a journalist and a family counselor.
Yes. Wow. Yeah, as you can see, we have a very good package in the house tonight, and I believe we're going to benefit more. So he said he is a father, he has got 3 kids, and on top of that, he is a family counselor. So the reason why we chose this very interesting topic tonight about parenting, but to be specific, I would like to ask Mr.
Godfrey.
Yes. You said you're a father.
Yes.
And you've been a father for a good 9 years. So today I want you to help us, together with all the fathers out here. We want to navigate through the role of a father in the life of their children. Is it providing school fees? Is it providing shelter? Is it making sure that we have medical treatment? Or is it wider and more than that? You're going to take us through the role of a father. What is he expected to do in the lives of these children?
Yeah, before I talk about the role of a father, I would love to talk about the design of a family and marriage. God is the design of family and of marriages. So he designed this marriage and he put there a man and a wife and then kids. And sometimes we even have other people who depend on us.
Yes.
So when he designed these 2 people as these 2 partners in this project of a family, he made the man the head. And the woman is there to support him as a partner. It doesn't mean one of them is superior or what. We complete each other. So as far as the roles are concerned, the key thing is the relationship of these 2 partners is the foundation. When you love your partner, like my wife is called Jen, so my relationship with her is the foundation
Okay.
of our marriage or our family. Everything depends on that. Traditionally, in our own setting, we have this understanding: the man has to do this, and man is the boss. Like we grew up in a family and could see the mother doing all the domestic work.
Yes.
The man comes back and just sits there and just give commands. But when you look at the Bible, it gives the man a very big role, a wider role. And also in our modern
World.
in our modern world, we see a man has to do a lot more than providing.
Sure.
We don't have to stick on that role of just providing. When I was getting married, I was kind of scared, and that compelled me to go and look for a course that would help me to be a right man or a right father.
Okay.
I didn't do it for money. I did it just for me.
Okay.
Yeah, because even when I read the Bible, I don't see perfect family. You see, King David didn't have a better family, a healthy family. King Solomon and others. So I wanted to be a better man.
Okay.
And now, 10 years down the road, I'm still married.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great. Glory to God.
So on the role of a man in the house, there is providing, there is supporting your wife. Like in my home, I do take care of the kids, like I shower them.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And when some men come to my house, they say, what? What is this?
Oh,
This,
mu kinyarwanda baravuga ngo baguhaye ibyatsi.
yeah.
Niko tubyumva iyo umuntu akora inshingano nk'izo baba bavuga ko uriya mugabo rwose nta kigenda. Ni gute wateka, ni gute wakoza abana, ni gute. Kandi abo bana n'abawe.
I was reading in the course I was doing, the course it was in Australia. That country, they call it the country of absent fathers. Fathers are not there. There is a strong woman and there is a weak man in the house. And in America also, they have the same issue. And when it comes here, you know, we learn from the best or whatever. And when you look at our culture, the man has no definition of what he's supposed to be doing. So as I was doing this course, I found there is a lot we have to do for the healthy being of our families. So you have to provide love and care. That means you need to provide a very clean environment where your kids will feel loved, feel accepted, and they have to feel that they are part of the whole family.
Okay.
That is the role of a husband.
Love and care.
Love and
Take
care.
note of that.
Yes. So in that, there is a lot. As you work with your kids, do homework with them, shower them, change diapers, you are bonding.
Yes. Yes.
That relationship between a father and the kids is very important. The mother's love is not enough. It is very important, but not enough. So I remember I was bathing my daughter and she looked in the eye and said, "Oh, you are the best dad in the world."
Wow.
And I also felt proud that I was doing something. So men will have this opportunity to bond with our kids and our wives as we support them.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. That's so interesting to know that we are not, fathers are not ATMs anymore, because that's how they used to be looked at. Somebody who brings money, somebody, you know, who pays the bills and does all those things concerning finances. But it is more deeper. What we need, or what your family needs from you as a father, is more than that. They need your love, they need your care, and you do this through the daily activities that you do together with your wife and with your children. Yes, he just made it clear that that time of doing homework, of which many of us men are not there to do the homeworks. I don't know where this attitude or perception comes from, that should be the work of the wife. You know, many people think that the work of raising children, all those things, is the mother. How would you advise this person who is still thinking like
I think that's the old way of thinking. You know, we were wired in a way, we are raised in a way that in this patriarchal society of ours, whereby a man was expected to do this. I remember as I was growing up, for us, we are not supposed to go in the kitchen as boys.
I know.
We are supposed to take care of cows and whatever, do the big work at home, and girls would take care of other things. So, but when you look at the support the kids need, you have to do more than that.
Yes.
And men need to get out and look for that information if they want to a healthy family.
Wow.
Yes, yeah. And another thing is, the father is supposed to cut off the child's emotional needs through listening and understanding. You know, there are types of parenting whereby people don't have the clear approach of parenting. But the right parenting is that where a father gives support and and has control. You have to have authority so that kids will understand and respect, and also you support them by loving them. It's like, I remember we had a neighbor when we were growing up. When a father was coming back, like when he knocks, kids run away.
Everybody go to hide. They find a
Yes.
place to hide.
Yes, but it's amazing when you come back home and they come, they hug you, they are happy because dad is back. So because you listen to them, you understand them. Yes.
That comes back to the relationship you are talking about.
Yes.
Because the more you treat them well and comfortable, they'll feel, connected to you.
Yes.
They'll even miss you when you take time to come home. They'll be calling you, Daddy, when are you coming back home? So I think it's better, it's high time we realize that the society in which we are living in today, the community, is different from what we used to live in. Some people grew up without knowing their fathers' faces. They had never sat down, like they have a discussion, they have a talk, Dad is just there. Or some others who could go and hide, others just pray that I pray he doesn't come, But I think we need to give the best environment, like we started, to our children so that they can also be better husbands and wives in the future. I think it starts now.
Yes.
Yes.
Another thing is like fathers need to affirm their sons and daughters, because it is the father who tells this young boy that you are a man, you're becoming a man. It is the father who tells the daughter that you're becoming a woman, you're a woman.
Okay.
And the more you affirm them, you're giving them confidence to face life outside there. Yes.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much. So that brings a question in my mind, because in our culture, when a child does better and becomes that best child that we are expecting, people would say, yes, he is nuwase, And then when he becomes, things go wrong throughout his life or the process of growth, they would say ngo nuwa nyina. Donc iyo abaye mwiza aba ari uwa papa, ariko yaba ikigoryi bakavuga ngo ni icya nyina. So how does that come about?
I think it is the culture. Even King Solomon said it in the Bible, but I don't want to believe that. It's nuwanyu mwembi, numwana wanyu. Is your son.
Yes.
I feel bad when my son gets bad grades. I think men sometimes they give up easily, and our mothers they can stick on their role no matter what. But men sometimes we can easily give up on someone, or even on our relationships.
Yes.
Yeah, you
That's
find
what happens.
Yes.
Actually, some of them don't even start.
Yeah.
They don't want to be there.
Yes. If you are failing and whatever, they start saying, "Oh no, no one day." But when you're doing well, the father, that you're a father's son. But I think that starts from the foundation.
Yes.
Because if I have a good relationship with my wife, we talk about this issue together and find solutions. Because we are in this journey together.
Yes.
So if you say nuwanyina, I don't think you're right, and that needs to change.
Yes. Abana n'abacu twembi, niba ari abaye muzima dushima Imana twembi, papa na mama, kandi niba hari challenges cyangwa ibibazo afite tubifatanye twembi, umubyeyi w'umugore n'umubyeyi w'umugabo. Apana kuvuga ngo ni nyina cyangwa ni se cyangwa ibintu byo kwitana ba mwana ntago byemewe. Yes, thank you so much. I think we're learning a lot from Mr. Godfrey. And so what could be the reasons why our society today, when you look at, by the way, we are in a Rwandan community right now as we speak, and it's no longer a secret that we have got many children out here whose lives have messed up, You are sent to school, but you don't go to school. You drink yourself up, You're sent to school, but here you are involved in drugs, Even for girls, they get premature pregnancies. How is it related to this role of a father that we are talking about today?
I believe if you want your children to develop a healthy sexuality, you need to start early by loving them the right way. If, like, there is in counseling, there is what we call attachment theory. Attachment theory, that's when right at the even during pregnancy, when you're
Yes,
still
yes, yes.
pregnant, the mother needs to live in a very good environment. You need to make sure her emotional needs are met because the baby feels secure, feels loved when even because she feels. So as the baby grows in that environment, she feels that security. And as she grows, when you give birth, also you need to be there. You bond. Like when you hold your baby here, she feels the security. The words you speak. So you need to be, when you're a good mother and you are a model, they will learn from you. When a father is available,
You hear that? They learn from you.
yeah, when the father is available and is a loving father, they will grow up wants to model, to imitate what the dad is doing.
Yes.
Let's take, for example, you grow up in a family where the father beats the mother and kids are watching. What lesson are you giving them?
They will grow up knowing that that's how a woman is supposed to be.
So that creates a path in their brain that tells them, a man, you have to beat your wife. When you want respect, you beat. You abuse. That's abuse. But we need to teach our children. They need to learn from us.
Yes.
So you need to be careful what you say, how you react at home, because they're watching.
They are watching.
And another interesting thing is, even when you don't talk, kids can even read your heart.
Okay.
Because kids, they are more angelic beings than humans when they're young. There is a way God created us. As we grow, we become more human, but children are more angelic. They can see even in the spiritual realm. So if you are not having a good relationship as mother and father, they can feel it.
Yes.
So whether you say it or not, they understand, they can feel it. So you need to be very careful. You need to be intentional in parenting.
Yes.
So I will take you back to the relationship of the husband and the wife in the family. That is the foundation.
That is the foundation. Yes. Wow. Yeah. It's unfortunate that, yes, some people really they are making it out here, but others are failing, like we are saying. But we want to see. Yes, we are going back to the relationship. Please check the foundation, how you're standing, how you and your wife are relating today. The children will get to know, and it so much affects them. So you need to check back. But again, like as we come towards the conclusion of this discussion, I would like you to give a message to the fathers, because you are talking about fathers today. Don't you think that we are, excluding women, or we are only hitting you down? No, we actually want to build you today so that we can do better in our parenting process. It is a process. It's not something that you do at once and say, I'm done. It is a process.
Yes,
It's actually a calling. So I would like you to give us advice. What can we do to stop all these things that are happening? The family is in chaos. Divorces are on a high rate. Children, some of them die even on early age because of all those things that they have, been going through in their lives, not being taken care of, not the father is not available, the mother is available. But of course, when she's available and she's hurt and she's going through you know, challenges also, should not give the best, should not be able to. And by the way, nobody can complete the role of being a mother and a father at the same time. There'll still be a gap.
Yes.
So what would you tell us?
You talked about kids who are taking drugs, who teenage pregnancy. I think, or if I'm not home, mommy will be with them. When daddy comes back, mommy can go and do other things. Or over the weekend. Sometimes people attend weddings every weekend. And you leave kids with maids.
Yes. Yes.
Who is this maid?
And you've been working for the entire week.
Yes.
Weekend, you're in a wedding. When do you ever get time for them?
You create it. You need to create.
But you see, we are busy. Right now, we are working. We are going to work. We are working. We are working.
But I've seen men
conflict everywhere.
I've seen men. They come back from the office. They go meet other boys outside. Huh?
They watch soccer.
They watch soccer. How comes you get time for soccer? If Manchester is playing with Arsenal, you can get time for that. So create time for your family. Say in a week I have to spend like how many hours? There you have to spend time with your wife. You need to work on that. Then time with your kids.
Yeah.
So you need to be creative.
You're bringing so many questions now.
You have to be very creative. Because if you... These kids, they are in our lives for a few years.
I know. I know.
So this is an investment. We have to.
Yes.
And when you do it right, you will not regret. I don't want to die regretting that I didn't do my job the right way. That's why I went to study this thing. Okay, I wouldn't say that I'm the best dad, but I'm trying.
Yes.
It is a journey. I have a friend of mine who encouraged me to do that because he told me that when I get to know, when I got this information of what I'm supposed to be doing, I changed. And now when I visited his family, he has grown-up kids, they're married, but they told me that when our father changed, even in our marriages, even in our workplaces, in our education,
everything changed.
Everything changed.
Wow. Wow.
If you are doing the right, if you have the good relationship with your wife, it affects your kids. But if you've been
them now,
yes,
and the time
even
to
in
come.
the future, because they always say, "What would my mom say? What would my dad do? If this situation comes, how did my dad manage it?" So as you spend time with them, they will be asking questions, very big questions, and they also have to be creative on what to tell them.
Hey, wow. Hey, because they can actually ask questions.
Very hard questions.
And many parents do not know how to go about it. And so they choose to lie to them, to deceive them. You see, and you may not know that you are spoiling for yourself and for your child, but I think we need to learn some basics. Like, what do I tell a child when they ask about how a baby is born? And this is maybe at an early age. You don't know what to answer.
You know, on that...
Such like questions, not only that one, but there are other many questions that are attached.
Yeah. At their level, there is a way you can respond to them. And they feel like you've answered them. And as you grow, you change the language. Yeah.
Yeah, so you give information a bit by bit,
yes,
according to the age.
Yes.
Wow.
And what is challenging these days, our kids are very smart.
Hey, they know so much, so much. I'm actually, I don't know, you sit with them and they'll tell you things that I never knew at their age, when I was their age.
So you don't have to lie. They always say, "Daddy, our dad is a liar."
They know so much.
Yeah, you don't have to lie.
Phone.
What happens if you go away? That's not good. So you need to be very creative on how you respond to their questions. Yes.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much. I hope you people are being blessed and you're receiving much as I am receiving. You mentioned still on the on the point of spending time, you say that the husband has to be intentional to create time for his family, like to create time for the kids and time for the wife.
Yes.
In our culture, many people will tell you, actually, I've had cases where the wife comes and the wife tells you, my husband does not give me time. Okay? Yes, he doesn't give me time. He doesn't give me his attention. Even when I want us to discuss about something, I hardly get his attention or his time. And you know, the husband will tell you, Ariko, say, what haven't I done? This wife has a house, has got her car, has got everything. Have I not bought food in the house? Have I not dressed you? What else do you want from me? See, and this becomes a fighting issue. So how would you advise?
You know, sometimes when people are talking about that in the public, as like, you know, I just see gaps in your relationship.
Yes.
Why I say that you need to work on the relationship, because when you are in a relationship, things just flow. They flow. Talking is not a problem because you love each other. You need to learn how to fight in a fair way. If my needs are not met, and the way I ask, if I'm not meeting her needs, sometimes they get frustrated.
Yes.
Because not everyone know how to express their feelings the right way. Yes. Okay. But you need to create an environment as a man whereby she can freely express herself. Okay. Some of them were, you know, I meet Jane and she grew up from a different background. I grew up from a different background. We are different people.
Yes.
Like for me, I sometimes I keep things to myself, and I keep looking for the right time to talk about it. But for her, she can come right away and just
and tell you,
accuse me of everything. But the way you respond, you can cool down her temper. And then you say, what is it? What am I doing wrong? And she will just pour everything. So you need to listen.
You need to listen.
You need to listen. Because like women love to be listened to.
Okay.
Most of their needs, when you listen to women, it's like, even if you don't say anything, sometimes their questions are answered right away. As you listen, they just want you to listen. But as she's talking and you're looking for a solution, you are not helping.
Or
let her talk.
Sometimes you are avoiding to listen to the issue. Which makes it more complicated.
Rwandan men withdraw because in the old days, men used to beat their wives. But these days, you beat a wife and you're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
Yes. So the men withdraw. And when they withdraw, even the women get frustrated. And that's when you find that she goes and tells a friend. And, you know, I read a book called The Female Brain. You know, as a girl is growing up, she's always talking on the phone. At that time, she's building a network. Because when the life gets tough, she goes to seek help from that network she built. So when you're not meeting her needs, she will even start telling that group things are not going well. Then, okisanga ibintu byo mu rugo byagiye hanze. So you need to learn how to listen and meet her needs. I remember I was talking to my mentor where we are having an issue, and she said, are you sure you are doing the right thing at home? Do you think you are meeting her emotional needs? I said, I think I need to check. Sometimes ushobora kwisanga avugisha n'abakozi when you are the one causing the whole thing.
Kubera ko arashaka kuvuga kandi ntabwo afite
yes. When she talks and then you start fighting. So we need to create that environment. We need to calm down and listen. In counseling, they taught us about active listening. Listening is also a skill where you listen, you empathize. As you empathize, it's like you feel what she's saying, not just offering these quick solutions. Because as you listen, they feel good, they feel listened to, they feel understood. Even men, men love to be respected.
Yes.
If you don't respect me, if you don't respect a man, he will not even come back home. But when you finish work, you say, why am I going home? What am I going to do there? So they go hang out with boys, they go, like, if you go to these men who watch football, those soccer fans, most of them, they are running away from family issues.
I know. But they're hiding. They're trying to hide.
Yeah. My pastor, I got to New Life Bible Church. I remember one time Mama Florence was saying that a good home is like, she compared it to from a long journey when you travel for long hours and you go home and you go in the shower and then you cool off all this stress, all this dust on yourself. Yes. You feel refreshed. So I need to feel refreshed when I reach in the home.
Wow.
I need, but I had a friend who was in prison say, when you enter Majerajere, it is the reception they give you is the worst.
Yeah.
In the prison, you enter, they beat you, they do whatever, they talk to you, they want something from you. That reception you get. Some homes are like prisons.
I know.
So we need to make them very welcoming.
Yes. Great.
When a husband comes home and is welcomed, if he will need more.
Yes. You want to come.
He become a home man.
Yeah.
Not this man who comes back in the middle of the night when the kids are asleep. I just wonder what you tell your kids in the morning where
you don't get to see them in the morning because you will wake up when they've already gone to school.
Yes.
There are actually families who are living that kind of life.
Yes.
They never get to see their children. So, and then when they mess up their lives, you start complaining. It's because you've never been there for them. You don't know what they went through in school. Maybe they were frustrated or they met a challenge that if you were there, should have shared and given them some wisdom to go through that. But you see, they sleep with that, they wake up with it, and they finally want to try it because nobody is there to help them. You see, those are the challenges. So, yeah. Thank you so much. You've given us a challenge to men and women. You need to make your home